Podcast edition of the Guns and Radio podcast. Everybody.
Ooh, sorry to bust out a sneezer. Thank goodness I was on mute.
You should have left it. We would have put it in the. We don't. Well, we don't have an edit anymore, so I
Yeah.
guess it didn't make sense to leave
So
it. In
that
the
would have been
edit.
like your clicker, like this. Like there we go.
I know, right?
Huh.
We would put Caputo sneezing as a regular sound effect on the show. What did you think about that song? Achoo. Yeah, me too, Chris.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too.
It's not a snooze fest. It's a sneeze fest. Ha.
Oh, heyo. And hopefully your weekend so far, it being Halloween weekend, has not been a snooze fest either, because we have a lot to go over. There's something happened this week relating to Guns N' Roses that you guys probably would want us to talk about. What was that? Something that happened. Something important, I think. I don't fucking remember. I'll tell you what. Let's just do the show and let's see what happens, okay?
Hell yeah, man. Let's hit that intro.
Woo! Is it absurd? Is it really?
It could be if need be, if you want it to be. Yeah.
Yeah, boy. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Woo-hoo.
We already got some people showing up. All right, so I like to hear. Welcome, Gulford.
Guilford Maddie, 1986. Shout out.
Woo. Oh, welcome to the show. So yeah, what was that thing that happened this week? Something happened.
There was some madness. There was something that was supposed to be shipped.
Yeah. Let's start out talking about that.
Yeah.
So if you watched my news video, you saw that. Hello, Bruce. Welcome to the show. You saw that I got an email. I think it was Thursday, the day before perhaps was supposed to ship.
Yeah, the 7-inch was supposed to ship, the expected ship date.
We all got an email saying that it's been postponed till December. Because what else would you expect out of this band?
Yeah.
And the fans of Guns N' Roses seem to not really be too keen on waiting anymore for the fucking General. Because we've been waiting for the song for 20 years. It was supposed to come. The day it was supposed to come out, you motherfuckers sent out an email saying, oh, guess what? Fuck
Sorry.
you.
Yeah. Oh, and they blamed it, I think, on the condition of the vinyl or something. It was up for their shipping quality standards.
Oh, that was after they got blown the fuck up on Twitter by everybody and their dog. That's the first time the backlash had to be bad for them to actually respond.
Oh, yeah.
I'm imagining that the person that got those leaks out there, as soon as it got the postponement announcement, they're like, motherfucker, that was the last straw. I'm leaking these motherfuckers.
Yeah. And then someone ended up leaking 2 fucking new songs. So,
yeah.
Great weekend for us.
Maybe they'll postpone again in December and we'll get even more new music.
Yeah.
At this rate, we just keep pushing it back. We'll have a whole fucking album by the time the goddamn thing comes out.
Yeah, let's get all 3 Chinese Democracy albums out there. Let's do it, man.
Oh, man. So, of course, we're talking about the General leaked this week and Monsters. By the way, neither of them are going in our wheel yet. We'll go ahead and say that. Until the official album is released, we will not be reviewing the song and playing it on the show.
Yeah.
So
the General is expected to come out, and I don't know if that's going to be a different version of it or not, because we have heard people have sent those leaks our way, and we've heard them. And
one can only hope it's a different version.
Yeah, because to me it sounds like this shit. It sounds like it was like in 2006.
That's the song that's supposed to be so great.
I know, right? This is supposed to be the hardest, most badass thing GNR's ever done, according to Baz and Fernando. Fernando's also been guilty of hyping up the General this whole time.
Yeah, I will say though, I think Vader pretty much made the song Monsters 20 years before it got leaked. So that sounds like spot fucking on.
Oh, look who it is. Speaking of leaking shit. You know what? I'm gonna do something real quick. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
What do you get?
Let's send old
And I'm
Ricky D a message.
Send him a
Well,
message.
I'll tell you, I'm still confused if it's supposed to be one song or is it supposed to be two separate songs?
That's the thing I didn't get. It's 2 songs.
Mhm.
Like people.
I mean, yeah,
want it to be-
they don't sound anything alike, but like that one post where they have the copyright filing has it like listed as like one song.
Everybody wants it to be one song so fucking bad, and then it comes and there's no way it's not one. It's one song. Like it doesn't work as one song.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I have that opinion about other songs that they have put out. So
Jake liked and shared. Thanks, Jake. Oh, Mike Murphy's got something he wants to add. I'm pretty sure it was one song split into 2. Baz said heavy, and what's this? Let me move this so I can see.
Okay.
And if he meant lyrical subject matter, then he's not lying. I mean,
Yeah,
Mike makes
'cause
a
it's
good point.
like the lyrics, if you listen to the general, it sounds like pretty fucking heavy. I think he's talking about like, like because I think originally it was meant to be like about like the abuse he suffered as like as a child and all that stuff. And I think that's what the general is pretty much about. If you listen to the lyrics of that, it does
Yeah.
kind of sound like that. So I'll say heavy in that way for sure. But like it's still stuck in like his early sort of experimental, Chinese democracy days before there was like a clear sort of vision for this album, it seems like.
well, look, I've got my fingers crossed for my boys Slash and Duff to take that pile of shit and polish it up a little bit before, on this official release.
I hope so. I hope that's not the final product, because all of these years of hype, and that's all I've heard is how great the general is. And then we get the general, and yeah, let's be real, it kind of sucks. But then also we get Monsters, which is 100 times better than the general.
It was really
And
good, man, that one.
nobody ever heard. Do you think they might have been getting the 2 mixed up or something? Or
Maybe I don't know.
it seems like they might share orchestras.
Probably some orchestral arrangements and all that.
But it wasn't anything like what everybody thought it was going to be. But I guess that cell phone video was real, but it was Monsters they were listening to.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Has anybody tried comparing the shitty quality of the cell phone video to try matching it with those leaks to see?
It was Monsters.
Yeah, it was Monsters. That was
one of the
what
first
he played in
things
that after party many years ago. And I believe someone, I think, even posted in our Discord, like someone on Reddit said that basically, so the general was originally the B-side to Perhaps, and then apparently Atlas Shrugged was supposed to be released, and Monsters was going to be the B-side on that, on the 7-inch. So I guess that's 2 different parts of a song, and maybe they'll release it on streaming as like one whole thing.
Maybe. I don't know.
Just odd. Like, why would you split a song in half like that? It's like splitting November Rain in half. Like, I don't get
why. Like one half of it is just, don't you think that you need somebody?
Yeah.
Mike says maybe they were 2 songs, but meant to be played like We Will Rock You and We Are the Champions tune. That makes sense.
Yeah, I could definitely see like that being sort of a possibility.
Well, except if they were going to split them on separate vinyls, then it wouldn't make sense because you couldn't do that.
Yeah, and look who it is. And the guy having the best week ever right now is Mr. Ricky D.
Hello.
Dude.
How's your week going, my friend?
Dude, pretty good. Pretty good, man. Just enjoying the general, man.
I was about to say, did anything happen this week that made you really happy in any sort of way?
Yeah, I don't know why the song's getting so much hate, man.
Really? You don't? Have you listened to it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like hundreds of times, man. Non-stop.
I don't know if I'll even listen to it a second time.
I've listened to it 4 or 5 times. I really wanted it to be better. I wanted it to grow on me. Now, Monsters did. I like Monsters. I thought it was a great song, but I wasn't.
That one has potential. I mean, I didn't love Monsters like it was, but it was all right, and I could see how that could be turned into like a really good song. But if I hope that that's not the finished version of either one of them, though.
If so, the leaked version of Monsters that we thought was the general back in the day on that cell phone video was better than the general.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I like them, man. They're very catchy. I like the choruses, though, man. Both of them are very catchy songs. And it's a different sound, I can understand like the older GNR fans not liking it, but let's be real though. This band's like 2 separate bands,
Yeah, it does not sound like GNR at all.
But I mean, you look at Illusions, though. You know what I mean? Look how much it changed from Appetite.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
don't know. People say that, and I don't think a lot of it was that different. I mean, they added, a keyboard player, and they had horns on some songs, but they were still basically hard rock songs.
Oh yeah,
most of them.
like the Illusion stuff was just more production value. Just like here's Appetite.
So I don't think they were that different.
Well, I mean, you didn't have songs like "Estranged" or "Coma," stuff like that. Those are pretty. "November Rain." All those are pretty epic masterpieces, man. Like "Appetite" was just more like just a straight up rocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, but some of those songs they were already still playing though in the Appetite days, like live already. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, "Don't Cry" and "November Rain." That's right.
And I'm just glad that I'm glad to know at least some of the answers to some of the questions we've been having. Like, for a while, I didn't think that orchestra was the general, but I guess it was. It turns out. So Axel was right. We did hear parts of it before.
Wait, what was it? What was that? I forgot what that was supposed to be. Where he said you had heard parts of it. What was
it? Was
the
orchestra? They used to open with that orchestra before they played.
That was like the 2009, 2010, and I think afterwards, even a bit before that, I think they did.
I know was it 2006?
I think so too. Yeah, I think so.
Mike Murphy says, if you relate to the subject matter, it's not hard to grow attached to. The General is written about his stepfather. Monsters is written about his mother. It's definitely not about Stephanie. Oh, well, that's a nice change.
Yeah, I feel like the original Chinese Democracy was much more of a Stephanie Seymour album. It's like, Street of Dreams. Or not, is it Street of Dreams? Or, yeah, there was a time it was pretty much about Stephanie Seymour.
I'll be honest, I don't really know what the lyrics are. When I listened to it, when they got sent to me, I was driving, so I kind of listened to them in my car, so I couldn't really make out what the lyrics were.
Yeah, and Anne-Marie May, which welcome by the way, says maybe they're using a bit of psychology on the fans, make them wait, keep guessing, make them all fuming, angry, all revved up, so they enjoy it more when they finally do get what they've been having out. That's
20 fucking years. That's a long time.
Yeah.
Or you'll just have someone just leak it and pull the rug out from underneath you, I guess.
Literally.
I mean that's what happened.
Happened multiple times in the last decade. So
at this point, what did you expect?
Well, I mean, everything with this band leaks. There's nothing that just comes out normally with them. You can expect a delay and you can expect a leak. I mean,
somebody go check the jukebox at Waffle House, see if it's on.
Oh, we did. Me and Rick did that. Well, see, Rick was in town. He was up here at the house with me on Tuesday and Wednesday, and which, by the way, Kiss was awesome.
Yes, they were.
And while we were out, we did think to go check the jukebox to see if the General was out yet. Let's see. Franz, this is Franz, right? Our F.R. Brunstein.
Yeah.
At least the lyrics on Use Your Illusions and Appetite were about drug abuse, violence, booze, misogynism, and whatnot.
But I don't disagree with him, because I tell people all the time that the problem with modern rock music is not that there's a lot of great bands that put out great songs, but a lot of the music is not fun anymore. It's a lot more. Most of the music's more serious. It's not fun about partying. Most of it's not.
Yeah.
They're trying to make like actual statement. Yeah, some of it, but most of it, they're trying to make a statement, whether it's political or social, or they're writing love songs, or they all just write love songs.
I'd rather not make a statement. Just give me my rock and roll. I get enough statements on Facebook these days. Let's read some more comments. Mike says the bridge in Monsters is the meanest he ever sang.
Oh, agree. Absolutely.
The more I did what I did with you. There's no excuse for what the hell you put me through. Okay, so he's reading the lyrics.
Yeah, he's reading the lyrics.
I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh. It's definitely about his mom. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, so if you guys, I'm sure if you want to hear it, you can seek it out. It's probably not hard to find on the internet.
Just send me. I'm just sending it to people like every few hours, man. There's like people keep messaging me for it. So
Well, we
Send-
are not
send-
distributing that. Don't ask
Yeah,
us.
that is on our end. If you want to send it to us,
we are
sure.
not distributing it. If you need it, don't come this way.
I mean, you go to Rick, I guess. Go figure. Rick, what's it feel like to have a leak going on that you had nothing to do with? Do you feel like somebody's kind of stealing your thunder here?
It'll get blamed
No,
on him anyways.
No, actually, it's nice, man. It's actually
Yeah.
very nice because it's just you get to be on the enjoyment end of it, you know.
Do
So
you
back to
think
just-
you'll get? Let's see. How can we blame this on Rick somehow? Let's see.
Well, they probably already are. So
Let's see. How can we twist this to make it about Rick leaking something here? I mean, they did it last time. I mean, in a way. I mean, yeah, Rick did the shit. Let's be real. I mean, but at the same time, they didn't have any proof.
Yeah.
and not when they accused him of doing it.
No,
when he
actually, the first leak I really didn't do, but after that, you know,
Yeah.
it was
after he got thrown out on his ass in Wichita, he was like, "Fuck it." Morange says it's about Slash.
No, that's sorry, man. Come on. We
Yeah,
all know.
look, Latoya Williams, welcome. I'm glad to have you here. You're welcome to the show. This is from Franz. Rumor has it that Phil Nando spread it to anyone heard that. I've heard that rumor that
That's
Fernando
an interesting marketing
sent it to people.
tactic. I wonder who he got that from.
But I have heard that Fernando has sent that to people. Is that right, Rick?
the general. I
Yeah.
know. Yeah, I've heard that he used to like brag about having gun songs when he was a lot younger.
Yeah.
You know, back in I guess it was like the 02 days.
Good way to get your email hacked there, buddy.
Yeah, bro.
Isn't that what
I think
happened?
it was Betta's email that got hacked.
Oh,
Someone
okay.
just clicked forgot password, and they were able to answer the security question and then got into it.
Who was the lead singer of
Oh
Guns
my
N' Roses?
god.
Dude,
yeah.
How easy is
like
that?
legit. That's exactly what I've heard. You know, and it's just very bizarre, man. That's
Her password was password 123. Oh, Mike says the 22nd CD from the Village Sessions that he kept until now. Damn you, Rick. I knew they'd find a way to blame you, Rick.
Yeah.
I mean, but like all those CDs that were in that locker, you know, there's still more of them. You know, like Zutot's already told me that. So,
Well, we
I mean,
might get even more music. We just gotta wait for Rick to get a hold of it first.
The general up 2 decibels.
Yeah. New brain drums.
So, Rick, let me ask you something. Since you're the new manager of releasing material there with Guns N' Roses, you've been doing a really good job, by the way.
The
Let me ask
distribution manager.
The
Yeah,
distribution
he's
manager.
Great marketer. Yeah.
Yeah. So have they paid you for your work yet? I think they should be thanking you because they've made money off of this shit that's been sitting on a shelf for 20 years before.
well, they just they keep blocking me on all social media.
Yeah, they sure have a funny way of showing some gratitude.
My favorite thing is when I see him comment under either the official page or any of the members' pages. He goes, "See you there."
But
You won't be
yeah,
seeing that anymore after this week. He finally
Nope.
pissed them off.
Yeah, they blocked me on Facebook, man. I'm like, damn. It took them
What'd you
5
finally?
years, man.
What was the final straw?
I posted the general.
In
It's
the
that-
comments.
Yeah, it was under that post about the delay of the general, and
Oh, don't
I
worry about it. We
apologized.
got you.
And I said it's all good. We got the leaks now, and then I posted the general.
You are a son of a bitch, man. I love you, but
I mean, people want to hear the shit, so I'm like,
Oh my god.
I mean, it's out there, you know, like.
I'm going to give Rick credit for something. So I was on Twitter while Rick was at the house, and that's when they made the or they responded to all the backlash about the delay. And then I commented underneath it and I said, "What about the Magic 8-Ball? What was wrong with that you had to delay it for another month?" And that was Rick's because that was the first thing when I was reading that tweet out loud. Rick goes, "Well, what about the Magic 8 Ball then? What's their excuse on that?"
Because I remember like a week or so ago, I saw it posted somewhere about the Magic 8 Ball being delayed. And then I remember it was the same date that ended up being for the general. And but it's just I had to go back and look at it and saw it. Like, yeah, it's just they delayed everything back
Well,
to
it
that
seems
date.
I don't really order a lot of stuff, or what, especially from the Guns N' Roses side or whatever. But it seems like a common occurrence that they don't get their merchandise shipped out very quickly. So
They don't do any goddamn thing very quickly. That's a common occurrence.
It's not
They
their fault though, man. It's not
They
their
sit around with
fault.
their thumb up their ass, and then the fans get a hold of it and leak it for them. Man, Miss Metal though had the best. When Slash, I brought this up a million times on the show, but when Slash said, "I don't even know if we would know how to release new music," Miss Metal commented and said, "Well, your fans sure hadn't had a problem figuring it out."
Yeah.
Oh man, so yeah, it's been a hell of a week, man. I'm glad that you got to hear those. I got to be with Rick and enjoy them with Rick for the first time. That was fun. That was a pleasure
Oh yeah.
being able to share that with you. I think we lost Rick.
Yeah, I think we lost Rick. Damn it. It's frozen.
That's
we
okay.
got
got
that
him, did
beautiful
they?
smile though, baby.
We'll just keep him frozen in the corner there for the rest of the
Dang
show.
it.
Oh, hey.
Oh, wait, here he comes.
He's back in here. There we go.
I wish
yeah.
somebody would have got the screenshot of his face like that.
I did have a screenshot I sent him earlier.
Yeah, I did like that screenshot, by the way.
Oh man! So when Rick heard the general for the first time, he waited until me and him were on a video call together, and I took a screenshot of Rick's face listening to the general for the first time. And I'm going to tell you, man, if you're ever down in the dumps and you forget what joy really looks like, you should probably bring up that screenshot to remind yourself of just what real happiness feels like. You can tell Rick's a fan of this band because I did not like this song at all, but Rick loves it.
Dude, it's like probably not my favorite song. And I cannot pick which one I like the most, man. Like it's I'll just leave one on I'll leave one on repeat, listen to it about 10 times and I'm like, okay, let's get to the next one.
Has Mrs. Dunsford not been like, Rick, turn on something else for a little while? Let's listen to something else on the radio.
She understands, man. Well, she don't understand, but she accepts it now.
There you go. That's all you can ask, really.
Yeah.
That's all you can ask. Man, well, I'm really glad. Thanks for coming in, man. I'm really glad that you got to hear it. I hope it was everything everybody wanted. Oh, Franz says new Sum 41 songs are much better.
Yeah, I do love the new Sum 41 songs, man. I love them.
Okay, you like them better than the general?
Man, no, because it's general, man. Come on.
It's the fucking general. What are you talking about?
I think
It's
the
like-
general could have been a man just banging pots and pans together, and Rick would say he'd love it just because he's the general.
This is music 10 out of 10. Martin Scorsese.
That's the fucking general,
Fucking
man.
peak cinema.
I don't know, but for real though, like that style, that's that was described like this industrial Guns N' Roses sound. That's what I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for music like that, that dark side of Guns. That,
Oh my!
we've been
But you
hearing
had
so
oh
much.
my god, and it is
Yeah.
so much better.
Oh, yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah, but I needed more though, man. It's just, oh my god, it's just a tease for the.
So is it
Well,
better?
apparently-
Is it
It was a
better?
pretty good demo.
So is it better to not get anything new or to get something new and it sucks?
You get something new and it sucks, I guess. I don't know.
Uh-huh.
And then
Well-
maybe everybody else that's been bitching about new music will be like, okay, never mind. Forget about the new music. Let's just stick to the classics.
Okay, I want to make a point. I have not bitched about one time about any of this new music on this show. I have not been remotely critical about anything, even absurd.
Yeah.
I was not critical of Absurd. I was not critical about Hard School. I loved both of those. Perhaps this is the first time that a song's come out, and I have been disappointed.
Well, again,
So,
it's not we don't know if it's the final mix or what yet, what I mean?
Right.
So like,
Yeah, that's fair.
and so we don't know if it's one song, if it's two songs, it's just, there's a lot of what ifs to it, so it's really hard to judge it, on as a whole yet. But
Fair enough.
But just based on like Axel, where he's going off in Monsters, dude, that's so epic, man. I love it. He just
Pretty good.
and I do like the style Axel was singing in the general, because I know that I was reading, I don't know, through all the shit over the years, that Axel would be describing that he's singing in a different style, than he did in the past. So like, hearing Atlas, how he sings that, and then with the general stuff, it's pretty neat hearing him try new things with it. Well, I guess it's old now, but
yeah. Mike says, if you listen to the two consecutive and treat it as one, what do you think of it overall, Dustin? I think I like the second half of it better than the first half. Then
I will say that, yeah, this is how I'll say it because I think this is what he's asking. If it's two songs, I like the second one a little bit, and I don't like the general. If it's one song, I don't like the song.
I think, I don't know. That's hard to say. If it is one song, then it's a halfway good song. I don't know. It seems like a lot of buildup.
Yeah.
To me, I have listened to the fan edit somebody made and sent over where they combined the two. And to me, it sounds like two songs being played back to back. It still doesn't sound like one song.
So you put the crossfade on like it's a DJ mix.
Yeah. So I don't know really how to answer that any differently because my answer's really not any different. I liked Monsters. I didn't care for the general.
Yeah, but if you
Rick's
put them
tapping
together,
the screen. He wants to spin the wheel.
Oh,
if you put them together as one song where you don't like the first half of the song, then you're never going to listen to it just so you can hear the second half and suffer through the first half.
There's got to be a song like that out there that I fast forward through half of it. There is that song. What was it? Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck.
It's called Some Nights.
Yeah, the first part of that, the intro.
It's by Fun. I know it.
On the studio version, it's got an extra verse that they cut out on the radio, and which is for the best because whenever I had the studio version of that record, I fast forwarded through the intro.
Mm-hmm.
So makes sense. I mean, it's happened before. Hopefully, like everybody said, hopefully, and then we'll have to wrap this up because we still got more shit we have to go over on this show. But hopefully what gets released is not this version.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's got to be something, at least something different, because on the general, Slash wouldn't be on that track like at all. It don't really sound like.
No, and none of that sounded like Slash.
Yeah.
No, these sounded like demos from a later on recording session. They didn't even sound like the ones we got from like 2000, 2001. This sounds like 2000, probably when Bumblefoot, I guess, came in. They did some recording then, around 06. So I assume maybe there's probably stuff with Bumble on it or something. Because it does sound like very 06 to me. I don't know. That's just my opinion. I could be like totally wrong or off about that.
And Mike says that lyric-wise, he respectfully disagrees. And that's fine, man.
Yeah,
you do not have to agree with us. We are just two fucking dudes giving our opinions, too. So, like, I'm just some guy. I'm not a fucking expert or anything on music by any stretch of the imagination. I'm just some fucking guy. So, yeah, feel free to disagree. And if you disagree with us, leave it in the comments. Tell us your thoughts on it. And we'll,
Yeah, I agree with friends, man. That is, it is. I believe it is slashing up on the mix.
On the leaks?
Yeah, I do, man.
It'd be fucking disappointing if it was, because I don't know, like
I might dislike it even more if it is them on it.
Yeah, because like judging from like the release date of all these singles, like they've gotten progressively better. Like Absurd is where Hard School is a little bit better. I think perhaps it's probably like one of the better songs of this sort of new era that they've re-released. Or
no, I still prefer Hard School over perhaps.
Wait, man, hold up. So I put the General Monsters as the cream of the crop here, man.
I don't know.
If
that's true, it takes a bit of a turn. Like Monsters,
like
I put a bit
more like the cream of the crap.
There's been a lot worse than that. So.
I don't know. Okay, let me ask you this: State of Grace or the General? Which one do you think's better?
State of Grace.
State of Grace, right now at least, I'd say.
And I don't even say that. I mean, I say that also as actually State of Grace was one of my favorite demos when the Village Sessions leaked. So,
And there's not any kind of sign that State of Grace is going to be released at all right now.
Yeah.
Well, it leaked, so it'll probably come out soon.
That's how they pick what songs to put out, which ones that leak.
Yeah, I'm
So-
surprised they did the General and Monsters, man. That's nice, and it's great that we got freaking 2 songs out of this, man. Like, and everybody at the peak of everyone being pissed off about this delay.
Mike says that he likes the Village Sessions Hard School demo with the intro.
I did like
I didn't
that
care for
too.
Disgrace.
I didn't really care for the slow intro.
Yeah.
Franz said
mind it.
State of Disgrace.
Like the original, like the demo of Hard School, I didn't mind that intro, whatever. But like, I do like the little addition of like the school bell, like the bass line intro, because it's like you kind of know Slash and Duff are on the song. You know, when you hear
Yeah.
a sick bass line like that, that's like a
Well, it's
Duff
like-
kicking signature.
Yeah, and it's like when they come in for It's So Easy, and Duff comes in with that bass line on It's So Easy. Boom,
Mhm.
boom, no.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's just a similar situation, but I do like that. I do like how I don't know. I'm kind of torn on that one because I see what Mike means. I do like the more extended intro, but at the same time, the one that came out, I like the release shit better than the demos personally for me. But I like how it just kind of like kicks you in the face and gets started, especially if you're a casual GNR fans, like they're fucking back. Because let's be real, you didn't check out Absurd. And if they'd released Hard School first, I think Absurd would have done better. But after Absurd, people were like, "What the fuck is this shit?"
Yeah.
And then like new people, there's no way they went and checked out Hard School after that.
Wait till they hear the General, man.
They're gonna really be like, "What the?"
the fuck is this produced?
A
by
lot of
Trent
people have
Reznor?
been getting around to Perhaps, though. I've been seeing a lot of people listening to Perhaps.
Oh, Perhaps is great.
Yeah, it was
I
doing big
mean-
numbers during its release. I think it was like number
Perhaps
one on
it
iTunes
is.
for 2 weeks.
Perhaps. And then everybody reads into Fernando responding with perhaps when they ask him a question. He's just being an asshole. He's not answering anything. He's not being cryptic. He's just being an asshole. I agree 100% about Disturbed. Yeah. Or Absurd.
Disturbed.
Disturbed.
Butt rock, yeah.
I want somebody that does those AI things. See if we can make an AI version of Disturbed singing Absurd. That'd be great.
Yeah.
Let's do it. No, let's get Axel singing "Down with the Sickness" with the.
Oh,
the
I'm
intro in it.
sure.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
that would be great to hear.
Oh,
right, fellas,
Justin
hey,
Bones will
I
get
got-
on it.
I got to bounce, but I just wanted to hop on and say hi, guys, and and just to get my input on that General, man.
Thanks for
fucking love
doing
it.
that, man. We appreciate
Yeah,
it.
thanks for stopping by, man.
Take
Later,
care,
you
man.
guys.
Rick
Later.
Dunsford, everybody. Leaker extraordinaire. Franz, a turd. Yeah,
Absurd.
man. But yeah, I mean, that's what it is. I mean, maybe my opinion will change later on. I don't know. We'll see if it grows on me. Some other shit has worse things. I mean, Here Comes the Rain by Izzy Stradlin grew on me, and I hated it the first time I
Yeah.
heard it. So who knows? Maybe this song will also have a similar future ahead. But right now, it's time for us to transition. We're going to talk about something else for a little bit because other things have happened in the world of rock and roll, and it is time now for rock and roll headline news. What do you got for us, Caputo? Because I don't have anything
We
for
got
this
plenty.
thing.
No worries. I got a few things. Tour announcements. So start off, Iron Maiden's announced some tour shows for next year all across North America.
Oh, that'll be cool. Did you guys
Yes.
see Iron Maiden at Powerfest? Like, what the fuck is up with Bruce
For sure.
Dickinson these days? Yeah,
No, I didn't.
I didn't hear
what do
much
you mean?
about that.
dude, he looks like fucking. Oh, what was his name? The guy that used to play for GNR, Robin Fink. He looks like weird Robin Fink now.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Last
Oh
I
yeah,
seen
now
him,
I'm seeing pictures here. Yeah,
he had like the long samurai
Crazy.
hair. Last time I seen him. I picked
Yeah,
it up
he
a
looks
little bit.
weird as
yeah,
fuck.
for the last album. They did.
Yeah, that album sucked, by the way. That last Iron Maiden. I hate to say it because I love
I think I
Maiden.
only heard that first song they released from it, but I thought it was an all right song.
I couldn't get through it, man. Like I was so excited when that came out, and I planned on listening to it from start to finish. I think I got about 4 songs in, waiting on a good song till I gave up.
I still haven't seen them, but this tour they just announced is coming nowhere near me. So
Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, you guys talk amongst yourselves. Chris, continue with the news. I shall return momentarily.
All right. Yeah. So Iron Maiden, they're doing, well, it's all North America shows here from October 4th to middle of November next year in 2024.
yeah,
I believe
I
tickets go on-
noticed.
so
I noticed how far ahead they're announcing it, like a whole year ahead of time.
yeah.
I thought that was
Well,
kind
I
of
think
odd.
yeah, they've been touring all over Europe, I think, this summer. The whole Future Past tour thing they've been doing. I don't know if that's like promoting a new album coming up. I'm not sure.
Well, they did
But
just announce a new album. What's it called? You know, they announced it at that Power Fest.
mhm.
I can't remember
Oh,
the
Judas
name of
Priest
it.
announced a new album
Oh, is it
there.
Judas? Okay, I'm getting them
It
mixed
was
up.
Judas Priest, yeah. So yeah, that album's coming, I think, next March, April, sometime next spring of 24. Something like that, I believe. Next up on here, oh, the Beatles announcing their release date for the last song ever. Now and then. It's gonna arrive next week. So November 2nd.
Don't fuck it up, Paul
Those were
Ringo.
Yeah. So they're doing a documentary film about the making of the song will be released November 1st. The track itself is going to be available to listen on November 2nd, and there'll be a new video the day after. So literally, right after Halloween, we're getting
Yeah,
some.
I think they used.
two-
I think Paul McCartney, when they were doing it, like said in an interview that they were using like AI to help finish like writing and recording parts of it.
Something like that, because it goes here like an article here. So it says 1994. The I think everyone besides Lennon, who obviously passed away by that time, were working on demo tapes, like Yoko Ono gave of John Lennon to the Beatles guys, whatever. They had a couple songs on there and made some anthology albums. Then Peter Jackson says here, Peter Jackson utilized the same demixing technology he used when he did that Get Back documentary for Disney Plus. And then that's how they were able to separate John Lennon's vocals from basically everything else on there. So they
So
got
it had Yoko Ono making that
them.
noise she makes in the background.
Oh gosh,
No,
where she
no, no.
just yells and screams.
Oh, shit.
What you just did was more music than Yoko Ono has ever fucking made.
I just
Yeah.
seen an interview of Paul McCartney talking shit about her the other day.
Well, good. I mean, fuck her. Why did it have to be
Yeah.
John and not Oka?
He was talking something about how annoying it was that John always had her in studio while they were trying to write and record.
I know,
Mhm.
right? Mike Blasey's here. What's up, Mike? Have you guys seen that video where they're playing with who is it? The guy that wrote Johnny Be Good. I'm spacing
Chuck
out.
Berry?
Berry.
Yeah, Chuck Berry. So it's Chuck Berry and John Lennon, and they're trying to play a song, and then Yoko Ono's not getting any attention for 3 minutes, so she starts going like in the middle, and then you
No.
see Chuck Berry's face when she starts making that noise she's making in the corner, and so finally, about halfway through it, they just cut her mic off. It is a disaster. We should watch that on here sometime.
Oh, I'm down.
But yeah, you guys, I highly recommend if you've never seen that to check that out. But yeah, I'm excited about. Did they give a date yet as to when that's going to come out?
November 2nd. You can listen to it November 2nd.
November 2nd. Okay,
I
so
thought you
we
hated
might.
the Beatles.
I mean, I do hate the Beatles, but it'll be interesting to hear. You know, one more song, I guess. Fuck it.
The last one I ever got to suffer through.
Exactly. Thank you. Yeah.
No, I like the Beatles, so I'm looking forward to it. I just hope it's not. I don't know what I'm hoping it to be because obviously they're working with whatever the original demos were. So it might when you hear the last Beatles song, you kind of hope it's this epic song or whatever. But they don't really have control over that, because whatever the original demo was might have just been some ballad love song, for all you know that they were working with.
It's going to be like the Beatles version of the General. Oh man,
the Beatles gone industrial. Holy shit! Get some trip hop drums and some weird synths in there. Chris
I hope it
Pilgrim
goes
is
to
out.
number one. I hope it goes to number one on the Hot 100.
Turns out that's the troll of this whole General leak. It was actually the Beatles song, and then they used that Axl voice AI on it. If somebody did that and they were able to get all of us like this, I won't even be mad. I'll be like, you win, man. What a hell of a fucking rib.
Mhm.
But what else you got for us as far as news goes?
Let's see. An interview with Wolfgang Van Halen talking about why the reason why the final studio album of Van Halen isn't available on streaming sites. They kind of did that. It was basically because of David Lee Roth. So some weird, more usual infighting going on in the former Van Halen camp there. So
even with poor Eddie dead, they still can't get along.
and they still can't get along. And apparently that's like an issue. Like David Lee Roth is main reason why. Like there's not even like a benefit show or any sort of memoriam show, like like a tribute concert and there's like barely any releases on the horizon of anything. So
well, I hate to say I can't relate there, Van Halen fans, but
yeah,
all here in this camp can feel your pain.
What are they not all enjoying those sporadic releases he's doing of those Van Halen re-recordings from like 06 or 08 or whenever they're from?
Yeah,
I know, right?
They did in like one take. And, oh yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah.
Going, oh, yeah. I'm like, oh,
I see the point of that though, because it's like if somebody wants to use Jump for a commercial, they can get the David Lee version and save some money, and David Lee gets paid without having to pay everybody. So,
yeah, but also it was in like the late 2000s where you couldn't really sing anymore. So,
well, it is what it is. Take what you can get. You get what you pay for, I guess.
Literally,
you pay shit, shitty, whatever. I don't know though, because what about those Appetite re-recordings? Are those you surfaced yet? Because I haven't heard but one.
None at all. I think one we never really heard was like the second half of that 1999 version of Sweet Child of Mine, and that was it.
I've never even heard that. I didn't know any of that release.
Yeah, that was at the end of. It was part of the soundtrack for Big Daddy. Yeah, with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
It played in the end credits. And the other one we got was that instrument from the Locker leaks of Welcome to the Jungle.
Yeah,
I think it was more like them like rehearsing for tour, basically trying to get the song down pat and everything.
And then we got like 50 different versions of Heaven's Door.
Yeah, because that was when Axl wanted to take it back to play it more like the Bob Dylan version, basically.
Bob
and he had like
Dylan,
that acoustic version with him
Dylan
on vocals. Yeah.
I don't get trying to sound like somebody else. B Guns N' Roses.
Exactly. Like their version's much better. Like I actually heard the Dylan version a while ago, like randomly on Sirius XM, and I was like, I kind of get where Axl wanted to go back to that version. I get it, but like also like you did it 100 times better in '91, so why would you?
Yeah.
Like people like I think with Guns, they recognize it more as a Guns N' Roses song than a Bob Dylan song. Like that's how good it is.
100%. I think a lot more people think that's a GNR song.
Unless you're from like that generation, like the Woodstock generation of like the Dylan guys. Even the same thing would go with like Live and Let Die. Like I wouldn't know it was even like a cover, like unless like really either A or a big Paul McCartney and Wings fan, or B, your James Bond theme songs, whatever movie trivia. So
well, what other news stories? Have you got anything else?
There's not much. I'm trying to see here. Oh, Ace Frehley. Speaking of about Kiss a little while ago, Ace Frehley has asserted that his upcoming solo album will make Paul Stanley, quote, look like an imbecile.
I saw
if
that.
anybody can do it, it's gonna be you, Ace.
Yeah. Fucking guy.
But speaking of Kiss, we want to tell everybody right now, tune in. What is it, tomorrow? No, it's Tuesday. Tune in
Tuesday,
on
Halloween.
Tuesday, Halloween, to our Spotify when we'll be watching Kiss Meets the Phantom of the Park. And it's going to be me, Chris, Mason Frost, and even Bailey joins us for the event that we've already taped at this point. That's neither here nor there. We'll be in the chat. No, well, if we put it on YouTube, we're debating on whether or not this is going to be on YouTube. It's probably just going to be a Spotify exclusive. We don't want to fuck with YouTube and dealing and having to play copyright whack-a-mole with it. So we're just going to put it on Spotify and be done with it. So head over to our Spotify. If you need the link, go to gunsandradio.com and you can find our Spotify over there. Tuesday, Kiss Meets the Phantom. And we'll see Ace Frehley's amazing skills when we watch Kiss Meets. Oh wait, wrong movie.
Not Barbed Wire.
There we go. Kiss Meets the Phantom.
Wrong tape.
Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. Well, let me ask you guys a couple of things. So Halloween weekend is pretty much over. We're not going to be having a rockin' Halloween on a Tuesday, unless, of course, you watch Kiss Meets the Phantom with us. What'd you guys do for Halloween this week? This week, and yesterday, I should say.
I went out all weekend, Friday night and Saturday night. Friday night, I had my yearly tradition of going to the Rocky Horror Masquerade Ball. Go to that every year. That's always a big thing. Anybody that's ever seen Rocky Horror, ever went to a live showing, knows what a crazy event that is. Everybody dressed up, yelling, and they bring stuff and throw stuff during certain parts of the movie. It's a whole thing that you have to learn when you first get into it. And then we stayed out all night until the sun come up the next morning, dancing at different clubs and stuff.
I remember those days.
And then last night, another podcast that I do some work with, they threw a big Halloween party, had a bunch of bands. They had a legless Elvis impersonator perform.
Hilarious.
And then his name's Danny Frazier.
Wait. We just kind of glossed over that. Let's go back a little bit. What does a legless Elvis impersonator look like on stage?
Well, so if you're not in the front row first, you can't really see him. But he walks around on his hands, so he doesn't carry a mic because he wears the headset. So he walks around on his hands, and then whenever he wants to stand, I guess he sets himself on his little nubs, and then he has one arm act as like a tripod, and then
I don't know. It sounded pretty impressive.
And then he does the moves. He gets the arms spinning, and he's got scarves.
As long as he's still got the hips to do it.
He's putting scarves around all the women. But the funny thing is he's got a guy whose job it is just to put scarves on his neck, and they do it one at a time. So the guy puts one around his neck, and then he'll pull it off and put it around the girl, and the guy has to run out and put another scarf over his neck.
Just
we need more scarves, goddammit.
Well, he does. He stands at like the corner of the stage down on the floor, but yeah.
Well, that's what Elvis used to do. He had a scarf guy that was constantly putting scarves on him, and he was immediately taking them off and giving them to females. I've seen that happen.
But then after that, a band, they're like a regional band called the Velcro Pygmies. They're a cover band, but they're regional throughout the Southeast, and they're like on the college circuits mostly, and but we're all friends with those guys. So they closed out the night, but they had Mark Weiss, the photographer there from the 80s. He did he did album covers, like he did Night Songs by Cinderella. He did Stay Hungry by Twisted Sister.
Oh, nice. He
did a bunch of like the famous photographs from the 80s, like the picture of Ozzy Osbourne in the bunny rabbit, the Easter bunny suit. That was one of his. And so he was there, and he was dressed up as Alice Cooper. So he got up and sang an Alice Cooper song with the band. And then Michael and Styx from Steel Panther flew out for it, and they got up and did like 5 songs. And then our buddy Jacob, because he's a local guy from here, Jacob Bunton, come up and did a song with the Steel Panther guys. And he sang on the Adler album, and then he's singing on the upcoming Mick Mars album, which the first song I think is releasing on Halloween.
Yeah, I think either we talk about that about that in a previous episode, but that's
Yeah.
that's a thing recently found out. Maybe we were going to talk about this. General came out, and that was
Yeah.
that was the most important piece of GNR news we had. But yeah, I think that's pretty awesome though that like those two link together so well. And you said you know this guy that sung on the album, Adler.
Well, I
Album?
mean, I know I don't know him like super close. Well, I've got a lot of mutual friends with him, but I mean, he doesn't live here anyway. He does. He's back now, but for a while he lived out in L.A. Because he doesn't play a whole lot these days. He hasn't over like the past like decade or so. He does a lot of songwriting and production for a lot of the big name rock bands though. So he's written songs for a lot of the big name rock bands out there.
I'd be interested to ask him, how do you get the Mick Mars gig?
I don't know
Might be
exactly
curious.
how he got found for that.
He
I
and
mean,
John
I
Crotty.
guess just because he works with so many people though that they know of him probably.
Right on. So they just needed a guy that'll work cheap. You know what?
Yeah, I guess I don't know the story about it, but I do remember when they were working on it. I mean, that album's been done since like before COVID. Like they were working on it like right before COVID hit. So around that
Oh, it's
time.
just now coming out. He must have anticipated he was about to get booted from Motley Crue.
Yeah.
Well, no,
he knew
it
he
was
gonna get
it
fucked
was
over.
supposed to come out before the Motley Crue reunion ever happened, but that's why it got postponed when they announced that in the stadium tour. That's
Oh,
what
okay.
postponed that. That's why
Yeah.
they've been holding on to it for just years at this point.
So he was just like, well, fuck it at this point. Might as well drop it. Ain't doing nothing else.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good to have something in the chamber for that kind of event. What'd you do, Chris?
Me? Oh, I was just at a friend's house. He hosted a nice little party. It was a very late night for me, so like I don't know how I'm still up. I got home like at 3:30 and I was up at like 8. So
Same here.
Nice little hangover ski. So just having a good time, you know.
I think I'm the only one here that's not hungover today because I didn't drink hardly at all.
I was a little bit, but now after like a couple coffees and some water, I'm good. I'm just like, I think I like sweated it all out right now. Sweat up the hangover. I feel like so goddamn hot in here.
Sweated.
I mean,
I've actually watching Kiss.
I've actually just been drinking again while we've been here. So
Kissing's going to be good and fucked up by the
Is that
time
what listening to this podcast causes people to do? God
get
damn.
fucked up. Yeah, especially when we keep reviewing Duff songs. Like we've had like 20, and that's all we've done this season. That's all the Will's given us. Like one GNR song and 20 Duff songs so far.
There's been a couple of Slash songs. There's a really good Snake Pit song we got.
It feels like they're mostly Duff songs though that we're getting.
well, good.
At least
Sounds
60.
like I've had a pretty good
65%.
month then.
Well, at
pretty
least
good
one person's happy with that. So
Yeah.
we've got a Duff song coming up, so you're going to be happy about that. I want to tell you guys a story that happened to me last night. So I was dressed like Paul Stanley. I probably looked more like a demented clown than I did Paul Stanley. From the photos I've seen, I did look more like a demented clown.
More
But I
juggalo.
went and saw the band Casey Ritz and our local bar, the Water Tower. If you don't know them, and you're from Jeff City or somewhere around Missouri, and you see Casey Ritz is playing in your town, I recommend going to see them because it's a fun time. They actually party with us when they play. That's one thing I like about them. They don't go in the back and hang out between sets.
Mhm.
They come out and they party and get drunk with us while the party's going. We had a great time. So I get there, right? I get to the Water Tower, and I love Halloween because the girls are so fucking hot.
Yeah.
And there was this one bartender that had the most beautiful chest area I've ever seen in my life. And she even had little glitters on them and stuff like that. Like she had them titties decorated and everything. And I didn't see her when I first came in. So I came in and I sit down at the bar and I'm on my phone because I'm waiting to order. And because I was getting food too. So I'm sitting at the bar and playing on my phone. So then I hear, hey, can I get you something? So I just barely look up from my phone. And now I'm right at eye level with this woman's chest. And like out of the blue, I'll go, well, God damn. And then I said, "Wow, ma'am, you sure know how to make a guy forget what the fuck he was about to order." Oh,
I mean, there were some good costumes last night.
Oh yeah, was there a lot of hot chicks at your party too?
There was, well, it's a rock and roll show, so it's a lot. It's very mixed bag. But there was
I get you.
there's a chick that I know that she dressed up as a Dallas Cowboy cheerleader last night. That was a pretty good
Oh, good.
outfit.
She's gonna be. Hey, there you go, man. Because like I love to see that at a party because she'll bang a loser. So
Walk of shame.
that's where I come in.
It could be that mistake, man.
I know, right? I could be your future ex-husband.
Exactly. I'm down.
And there's always good ones
Hiring.
at Rocky Horror because Rocky Horror is just a way for them to wear like fishnets and basically underwear. Basically, is what it is. Different kinds of lingerie stuff. That's basically what it's just dress as slutty as you can. Basically.
Well, that's
it's Rocky Horror.
Halloween in a general, man. Because
Yeah.
like Halloween is the last holiday where chicks break out the goods and show them off one more time before they pack them away for the winter.
Yeah, pack them away for cuffing season.
That's right. Well, it's almost what do you call it? Yoga pants season will be back before we know it.
That's true. Yeah.
It's going to be yoga pants and Uggs for the next 3 months, fellas.
Yeah.
That's okay. I always found that look to be pretty hot on a chick. I'm pretty sad. But yeah, man, I had a great time at KC Ritz. The band was in top form as always. Everything was kick-ass show. Had a wonderful time. And like I said, if you guys are ever in the area, you should go check it out. But I'll tell you something. Shall we check out the song of the day? This is how it ends.
And we got a music video too for this one.
Well, yeah, we do have it now. I don't know how official this is because when I stole this from YouTube, I saw that it was the official. It said official music video, but you know what? We're gonna find out for sure here in just a second how official it is. So get ready, Frost. I know you're excited. So
I'm trying to figure out what this is from.
this is from Walking Papers.
It's from their second
Walking
album.
Papers.
Yeah.
Well, Duff's not going to be singing, so.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Wait, is Duff even in this? Because if Duff isn't in this, I propose we.
Yeah, he just plays bass in Walking Papers, though.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Okay.
only on the first 2 albums we did. We're almost done, I think.
I was gonna say let's abort it at the last minute and play something else. All right, here we go. Let's check out this official music video. It is fitting with our mad scientist theme we've had, or especially if you see Kiss tomorrow, Tuesday.
on Halloween.
Yeah. Wait a second. We got to rewind already. Already got to well, I can't rewind. Damn it. I could have sworn I saw another Chris Caputo doppelganger in this comic book. You're everywhere, my dude. Oh, look, it's the car from Roger Rabbit.
Holy shit! Wow.
Wait, what happened?
Oh.
I mean, this is a cool concept for a lyric video. So is this? What was the last song? This is reminding me of something. What was the last Walking Paper song we listened to?
Oh, fuck, I don't remember. Was it from? Oh, I think we did Your Secret's Safe with Me, I think it was.
Was that good? Because I'm kind of enjoying this.
I don't know. You rated that one pretty shitty.
Oh, okay, then that's not what I'm thinking
Yeah,
about.
I mean, so far with the second Walking Papers album, it's been like generally like 3.5, 4 here and there. So
Okay, so it's better.
Yeah, this is, I think, a great album.
Oh God, I can't. It's kind of reminding me of that Alice Cooper song that we listened to on Rocktober.
Oh.
In a way, it's got a similar vibe.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, one of your Alice Cooper songs. I forgot the name of it. Dead Don't Dance, was it?
Yeah, Dead Don't Dance. That's it. Oh, hey, it's that Rosary from what's that movie, Cruel Intentions, where she keeps the cocaine in her cross.
Is it? I don't remember.
It's an old movie. Not a great one either. I don't look like much of a desert, bro. Oh boy, here we go.
Reef Robin.
Wait, what'd you say?
It's grave robbing. It's like it's telling the story of the misfits robbing everyone's fucking graves.
Oh yeah, what was the witch?
What was
I wonder
it?
if that's supposed to be a pun, a hole, and he's like bent over with his ass up right in front of us.
Yeah, that's a different hole you dig in through, eh, son?
Hey, you watch it there, buddy.
That's the
I like
forbidden booty hole. That's Fred Durst would call it the chocolate starfish hole.
I fucking hate Fred Durst.
Grandpa Durst.
Yeah, don't forget the moon's always watching, guys. You remember when we reviewed that music video back in, I think, season 1 or 2 about the moon?
With the moon rap?
Yeah, because I'm the moon.
That was good.
Carlos said to think about his reputation.
God damn it, Carlos.
Carlos, you're really thinking about it. This is why. See, this is exactly what's going on. See, Carlos is thinking about his reputation when he's looking in the mirror, deciding if he should wear this hat to the party or not. That's bad news, Carlos. If you chose to go with it, yeah, you probably ain't getting laid in that hat.
Well, I mean,
What you saying?
not much you can do with that egghead.
I think a paper bag would be more appropriate.
He had a dead man behind his seat.
Oh,
Okay,
that's what
so
he's thinking about.
why bother tying him up then?
He's already dead. Oh, flim
Just in
flam.
case.
Should have brought a body bag. You're ill prepared, man. Honestly.
So just in case the dead man's not dead, we tied him up and duct taped his mouth. But if we've already committed murder, we couldn't be bothered to do the double tap.
Unless this is a universe
Make
where
sure.
like the Z virus exists or something.
Oh yeah, getting ready for the zombie to wake up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just gonna bury it real quick. Surely this. Very descriptive lyrics we have.
Oh yeah. They're really trying to tell a story here, man.
He's awake.
Oh wait, he woke up. How dead could this fucker be? I see where they're going with that. So this is how it ends. Tied up with my mouth duct taped, some jackass singing a song while he's digging a hole. And you gotta wait your turn to twist that knife. That's the story of our lives, though.
Yeah.
This is reminding me of those old Dick Tracy comics that was in the newspaper back in the day in the 90s. Anybody remember those?
I know what you're talking about, but
I know of Dick Tracy. I don't remember this stuff, but it is to give me that similar vibe.
a modern day telling of Icarus.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So this is so how many songs have we listened to? Okay, so there was I Used to Love Her. There was what was the other one that we tied to I Used to Love Her the other day? Double Talk and Jive.
Yeah.
This is the third time, maybe fourth time on this show we've reviewed a song where somebody in GNR is confessing to a murder. And I want to say something to our Discord guys right now. We're actually live right now, so I'm gonna have to quit Discord because you're distracting the fuck out of me. But please feel free to continue your conversation over there. You could bring it to the chat and give us some views, but nah, fuck that. Let's hang out in the Discord. Thanks, guys. We appreciate. Wait, they already caught it? Wait, is that the guy that was tied up going to jail now, or is that? I'm confused. All these characters look alike.
I think that was Carlos.
Oh, okay. This is Carlos. Okay.
Yeah.
No, but I thought Carlos looked bald under that hat.
Well,
Oh, face.
he's wearing a wig to court like Phil Spector. Hey, these are the same security guards from Kiss Meets the Phantom. You want to find out why we're laughing about that? You'll have to tune in on Tuesday, I guess.
Chip and Dale over here.
What was I call them? Andy and Barney?
Yeah. So
Oh, now we got Tony.
Yeah, well, you
Well,
know, maybe Tony would stop crying if you take the duct tape off his
Yeah, let the
mouth.
man speak. Or like
Well,
breathe.
Tony wouldn't be crying if he would have just died the first time we tried killing him.
I know,
Fucking
god
God
damn it, dude.
already.
Take the mess. Get the hint, bro. How many times you got to get hit in the back of the head
Nobody
with a shovel?
fucking
till you
likes you,
figure this out?
Tony. Fuck off.
Fuck you, Tony. You fucking douchebag. Can't even bring you to a party, man. You're running off all the chicks because you won't stop crying.
Yeah.
You ever have that one friend that you'll be trying to have a party and they're like, what do you call it? An emotional vampire. And they'll be talking sad shit while everybody's trying to get down.
Carlos has heard enough.
Stop talking about sad shit at the party, Tony. Shut the fuck up.
Carlos has had enough of your bullshit.
Yeah, god damn it. When Carlos has enough, everyone's got enough of this shit.
You're ruining the goddamn party, Tony.
You're ruining
Jesus.
vibes, damn it.
Fuck you, Tony. Just fuck you.
Yeah, Tony began to get the feeling like he might be dying.
I don't know, Tony.
that's a
What was
bit-
your first clue here?
Well, then what? Wait, who's the smiling face? Somebody's happy about
That's Tony thinking about dying at this
Yeah.
point. So Tony's tied up. He's got duct tape on his mouth. There's a guy with a knife to his throat. He's like, I'm starting to get the feeling that this man wants to kill me. That guy smiling is the guy that's like, oh, good. He's finally figured it out. Maybe Tony will
Yeah.
shut the fuck up and quit ruining the goddamn party, Tony.
No, he used to talk so much shit. He used to act so tough.
Oh yeah.
Just smoke me a joint real quick before we get rid of Tony. I'm serious, Tony. As soon as I'm done with this joint, I swear to God, I'm going to kill your ass. You better fucking party, dude. Oh, look, the cops showed up to bust up the party. Wow, great job, Tony. All your fucking crying and you brought in the cops. Couldn't even have a good time, you fucking prick.
Carlos took a hard look at Tony.
Or, let me show you how this should have went down since he's got his mouth covered.
And then he pulled out his knife.
Please just
Everybody's
kill
sick
this
of your
motherfucker.
shit, Tony. I know, man.
Kill
Like,
this motherfucker.
you realize we're not even halfway through this song and this motherfucker ain't dead yet.
Oh, he will be soon.
He said you should have learned to keep your mouth shut, man. And
That's what I've been telling you this whole time, man. Fuck
This
you,
song-
Tony.
This song is like if I was singing about this show instead of somebody listened to it, and I'm like, and then Dustin said to Chris, "You better shut your mouth. You can."
You see, guys, we missed an opportunity with our Halloween special. We shouldn't have watched Kiss Meets the Fan, and we should have just sang the plot. And
Well, that would have been a short song.
we couldn't figure out the plot from watching it. Spoiler alert.
oh, Tony started begging for his life. He said, next time you won't be so lucky.
Don't let this motherfucker
And
live,
don't
Carlos.
even think about
Yeah.
talking to the cops.
He
You're
can't talk,
right,
he
man.
can't.
It's like, how much just dialogue and description are we going to get here? Next time, Carlos, you won't be so fucking lucky. Get the fuck out of my house and don't come back with your
That's
depression.
And then
shit.
Carlos. Well, I got one for you. And then Carlos said, "Tony, I'm gonna let you live because I gotta go home and jerk off."
He's a
Good
knife
Lord.
pervert, that's why.
Oh, this is how he's getting off here.
Yeah.
And then Carlos felt something sticky on the back of his coat.
He left Tony tied up on the floor of a bathroom stall.
Oh, God,
Oh.
that's the worst
Oh.
face than death.
Yeah.
Depending on some of the bathrooms I've been in.
He left that man used and abused.
Man, look, I think I'd rather be dead than be on the floor in some of the bathrooms of them. Especially at a concert venue where walking papers would have been playing at. Shit. I'm usually high stepping in the bathroom when I'm
You do not want to be floored.
and then a random guy came and pissed on Tony's face.
Next rest stop. Hey, so this is how it ends. You
Wait, so he didn't even kill his
See me in
ass after all that?
face. No.
So he let him go.
He sent him a
Mike
warning,
said
basically.
Tony's a rat. Okay.
Yeah.
Tony's just an all-around piece of shit, Mike.
Rats. Rats. Rats.
So he got
Oh,
away.
wow.
Like, how many times I'm going to warn you? This is the last time I'm telling you. I better not see you again, Tony. I'm going to let you go. But God damn it.
This is
I hate you.
This is the last time that I'm gonna tell you that the next time will be the last warning.
I'm going to find you, Tony.
He didn't
See,
kill
that's
him.
what you get for not killing the motherfucker.
I know, right? They're like, how dare you? Well, dude, you had Tony tied the fuck up. We told you to kill his ass, and you wouldn't be here right now. Nobody
Officer-
likes Tony, Carlos. You know
Officer,
what?
what am I being charged with for not killing that motherfucker?
Yeah. Do the job
I mean,
right,
goddamn,
goddammit.
it was fucking Tony, Carlos. Nobody likes Tony.
Not even the court likes him.
Fuck you, Carlos. You know what? Now we're gonna have to deal with this prick
Yeah.
forever because now everybody's looking because now your ass has got caught. I were to fucking beat your ass with this hammer.
They gave him 7 years.
See, that's a pretty light sentence for murder. So.
Yeah. Attempted.
Oh, attempted.
Or
That's right.
attempted or possible. I don't know.
You see, you shouldn't have let him go.
Yep.
That's what you get.
And his mother sat in the back of the courtroom.
Yeah, at least Mama was there.
Why you disappoint me, Carlos? You fucking
Oh,
asshole.
Somehow not the most disappointing place his mother's ever sat.
That's true.
Carlos, Carlos, you have
Why
always
you-
been a spicy meatball.
Why you not kill this? Why you not kill this man? I can't really do a good like Espanol.
God damn it, Carlos. You should have just killed Tony's ass. What did I tell you? Nobody likes a Tony.
Not even his own mother likes him.
Oh, and Carlos was sentenced
45 and he still won't leave the fucking house.
Oh my god, this song is not over yet.
Cool solo.
I mean, it's not a bad song, but this is kind of droning at this point. So Carlos went to jail because he wouldn't kill Tony.
When Carlos made parole, he had a green tattoo of Jesus on his chest with a bleeding.
How'd he afford that when he just got out of jail?
I know,
God
right?
damn you,
Tattoos
Robert.
used to be cheap back in the day.
Sold for cigarettes and other
That's
things.
a-
Maybe, you know?
That's a pretty big one, so it probably cost pretty good.
Yeah, plot twist. It was Tony that gave him the tattoo. They let him
Redemption
go
for
for
Tony?
part 2. I hope there's not a part 2.
He also had a rose and a banner.
Okay, now at this point, that is a lot of tattoos for a guy that just got out of prison.
Yeah. Here's my Jesus piece on the chest, and then one for mom.
So he went to a party where some drunk guy had a tattoo gun. He's like, let me get Jesus on my chest and a rose with my mother's name on it.
His mother's
Yeah.
name filled.
Sounds like a
Might
typical
as-
Italian guy.
me get a-
Maria.
It turned out it wasn't really Jesus. It was a self-portrait of Tony dressed as Jesus.
Remember, look at the guy in the mirror. You gotta kill him.
I'm looking at the man in the mirror.
You could say he learned his lesson.
Yeah, he'll
Oh,
kill
that's
Tony
right.
next fucking time.
Let me catch that rat, motherfucker.
That's about what he did. And if you ask Carlos what he was doing time for, he'll tell you.
Because I didn't kill Tony and everybody was pissed off about it.
I did 7 years for letting that snitch Tony live.
Yeah,
Oh, that
see?
I didn't know that was the real story. I thought we were making a fucking bullshit story.
There we go.
Sometimes the obvious answer is the right one.
Oh yeah.
So this is how it ends. You'll never
Oh, look, it's The Rock.
face again, the reflection in his eyes.
Are you sure it's not Dwayne Johnson?
No, that's Chris Caputo. 'Cause everybody wants to kill Tony, so you gotta wait till your turn.
Make that Tony run.
You want to twist the knife in Tony, you better stand in line. Actually, see, in the sequel, they sent Carlos after Osama bin Laden, and he didn't get him either.
Yeah.
But he did
Actually,
tie him up and throw him in the trunk of a car
Yeah.
before he let
Yeah,
him
he
go.
caught him, but he let him go though,
Yeah,
He took pictures and just shipped them off to Cuba.
because he pinky promised that he would be good.
Oh, look,
so
there's
he
Duff
let him go.
McKagan.
Oh, look, it's even it does kind of look like yeah, you know what, we're done. It does kind of look like Duff McKagan from those Guns N' Roses comics from the 90s.
Yeah.
We should break those down on an episode someday. I should just go through those and scan them, and then we just
Milestone goal. Something for that. Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to get into review. I just gotta. I'll be back in a second. Here.
Yeah, I had to go pee too a minute ago, so no problem. I get it, man. That's why I left a minute ago. I had to go take a whiz. Oh, the old man's not as young as he used to be. So yeah, man, be sure to tune in before Chris gets back. We'll actually start giving our reviews here in just a second. But before Chris gets back, remember to tune in on Halloween night. Spotify, Kiss Meets the Phantom. Frost, what do you think about this song? I'm going to let you go first because you've always got a high opinion of everything Duff related. So before we come in and shit on it or whatever we're going to say,
I usually like Duff singing though, so that's a disappointment actually. That he wasn't.
Oh, you didn't?
I thought the song was fine. I mean, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. It was all right. I mean, I would say it's a 3. I mean, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's nothing stands out special about it, but it's not bad. It's just I guess it's well written. It's not really something you would feel like you would sing along to because it's literally just dialogue between two guys.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Wait, did you give it a rating?
Yeah, I said I just give it like a 3. It just
okay.
It's somewhere right there in the middle. It's okay. It's all right song.
Yeah, music wise, it was fine. Lyrically, I feel exactly the same way as what Frost said. It's not. It's just dialogue. It's just telling the story that I'm not really all that interested in. I'm not going to go 3 though. I'm going to give it a 1.5. So that leaves the man Caputo.
I'm gonna go at least 3 out of 5 on this one. I do like this idea, this concept of here's like a story from beginning to end in like a song format, and I do like it did hook my attention there, like the riff from the beginning there. I do like the work that was done here, and backing it up, especially with sort of like a visual novel concept like that, I think was pretty cool to do as well. It's something, yeah, like it's interesting, it's cool. It does work out pretty well. Is it something that's like perfect? No. And I think even with what Mason said as well, is, trying to hear this live, it'd be kind of a little tough to do unless you like have like a diehard fan base and they're gonna tell the story with you or something,
Yeah, it'd be like Rocky Horror where they throw shit and they have certain lines the audience has to say.
It's like The Room where you throw spoons whenever they see the picture of the spoon there.
You should have killed Carlos.
You are tearing me apart, Carlos.
They bring out an effigy of Carlos and the audience gets to stab it. Or no, Tony. That's right.
Everybody just brings like toy rats that they throw up on stage when Tony gets free and runs.
I did not kill him. It's not true. It's bullshit.
Hi, Mark.
Oh, hi, officer. Arrested.
For a long time, I used to have before that James Franco movie came out and The Room got popular again. I used to have a screenshot of Tommy Wiseau saying, "Oh, hi, Mark," as like a closed caption.
Yeah.
And when people would just post in wrestling forums something that was just absolutely ridiculous and Markish, I would respond with that screenshot.
It's the best way to do it.
Nobody got it. But there we go. What did you think, guys? Let us know in the comment section below and give us your thoughts on this song. Shall we spin the wheel and see what song we will be reviewing next week on Guns N' Radio?
Yeah, let's do it, man. Let's see. Let's get some good stuff rolling here.
Something good for a change.
Yeah.
Be nice.
30 years to life, /
Oh, so this is what Carlos should have got for murdering a motherfucker.
Yeah. Well, if he did murder him, he would have got 30 years to life.
And this is a good one. I know
he
what
didn't.
song that is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I do like this song. I think it's going to be a fun listen here.
Solo Slash, I'm always looking forward to, so I can't complain.
Oh yeah. Well, guys, we hope you've enjoyed this special live stream of the Guns and Radio podcast. I feel like we've covered everything we promised this week and much, much more. Be sure to tune in on Tuesday for our big Halloween special. Kids Versus Phantom. We're going to be watching the film in its entirety, so that'll be on our Spotify. So if you need a link, you need to find it, head over to gunsandradio.com, and while you're at it, go ahead and click the link and get your free invite into our Discord, where you can join the elite of our listeners.
Yeah, and if you're watching this still right now on YouTube, like, subscribe, share it everywhere. Share it with your friends and everyone. Our great, amazing show here.
Yeah, bring as many people on as you can. We want to see this grow. So thank you for liking and sharing our video. Be sure to subscribe and also ring the little bell thingy, because when new things pop up like news, it's good to have us around, because we sure reported that general shit the day it happened. I think it was like an hour after it happened. We got
like 3,500 plays off of it.
Yeah, and then other people copied our video word for fucking word and posted it. Which, by the way, I guess I should feel honored, but I feel ripped off. So,
well, imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. So,
yeah, I guess, so if you're following one of those talentless Guns N' Roses groups, that's fine.
Yeah.
You know what? You feel free to keep watching that bullshit. But if you want the original shit and the good shit, then click subscribe and join us here. And we'll see you Tuesday, and then we'll see you on Saturday for Shotcast Saturday. And Frost, thanks for being here for both of them, man. We really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And everybody else, thank you guys for coming in as well. And until next time, I'm Dusty Bone.
And I'm Chris Caputo. We'll see you this Tuesday for a special Halloween special. Yeah, shake that ass, baby. Then we're going to see you Saturday for some Shotcast Saturday. Back here once again Sunday. We're reviewing some Slash. Until then, guys, stay safe. Peace out. And check your candies. Make sure there's no blades in your apples or whatever. No razor blades.